Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another episode of Blown for Good, a Scientology Exposed. Is it Scientology Exposed?
We go through this every week.
um, I'm joined here today by my lovely wife, Claire.
Hey, 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 everybody. Good to see you.
Um, yeah, we've got a fun episode for you guys today. We're going to talk about the leader of Scientology, David Miscavige. And we're going to tell you personal stories about maybe things we witnessed in private with him, or maybe things we witnessed in public with him, or even things that we witnessed while we were in meetings or just in our day-to-day lives and working at the international headquarters of Scientology in Gilman Hot Springs, California. And I just wanted to bring up a picture of good old Davey, just to let's see, do we have it here? There we go. Oops, that's what David Miscavige looks like right there. For anybody who is wondering if this picture is Photoshopped, this is not a Photoshop picture. This is an actual picture that Scientology published of David Miscavige in a magazine or some sort of thing. And you can see that he's got quite the Sea Org campaign ribbon collection going there.
He sure does. Like, I think it should be going further down. But every one of those is a mission campaign bar.
That's right.
So it's for various different things. And then I think he also has the star, which was like awarded only by L. Ron Hubbard.
Personal commendation, or very well done, from the Commodore.
Yes, that's right. He's one of the only Sea Org members that have that.
Yeah. And there's actually a Sea Org issue. Maybe it's on the interweb somewhere. I've seen it. Obviously, I saw it when I was in the Sea Org. But it actually explains what every single one of those ribbons is. And to be honest, David Miscavige could very likely claim to have double this amount of ribbons, because these are only like building the winter headquarters, building the summer headquarters for Scientology, building Golden Era Productions, building the L. Ron Hubbard Music Studio, building all the manufacturing lines at Golden Era Productions. All these different things equal a Sea Org accomplishment that you've got. And all Sea Org members in the early days, probably up until the 2000s, were encouraged to wear these when we had like a special ceremonial where we would wear our whites.
Yeah.
Those were our spiffy Sea Org duds.
Yeah. Well, before we get into our talk for today, should we give a few shout outs to the people joining us? Let
we can
people
do that.
arrive.
We can do that. I forgot we're
and
supposed to. Some
also-
people don't like it when we spend the whole first 5 minutes of the video saying where everybody's coming from.
I know. There's just a reason we do it.
Yeah.
You
We
know,
like to acknowledge the community.
and
our
also just let
supporters.
people show up. You know, it is a Sunday.
That is true.
We're not slave drivers.
Okay, here, let me put us up into there we go.
There we go.
And then you can read these things. Why do you
Perfect.
look darker for some reason?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Hold on a second. Let me do
While you mess
Here,
with
I'll
that.
put this up. There you
Okay.
go. Oh no, I can't do everything at once.
Yeah. Doodle Dom. Hello from Cologne, Germany. There you go.
I don't know how to do this while I'm in it. Let me see. Here we go. Let's see. Does this make you? Nope. I'm brightening up another camera somewhere. Here, let's just see this for a second. Okay, there we go. Now I know what to do.
Oh, men.
Double click.
Replicate.
There we go. That's a little better.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just trying to brighten her up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Amy, I should be prepping for work, but here I am. Yay. Cher, hello from the Netherlands. We love our Netherlands people. Mary Kay London, hi from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
We got London from New Mexico, and then we got Cupcake from London.
There you go. Love Food Kitchen. Look at the ribbons on that uniform. I bet there's one for best sweater in the Sea Org.
No, swearer.
Oh, swearer. Yes.
Sweater would be good too, because when in that We Stand Tall video, he's wearing that Hermes Funkadelic.
Yeah, swearer for sure. He is definitely. And I missed the other part, but that's okay. Definitely highest hair on TGAC. Most sounds like he has an entire mouthful of marbles when speaking. All right. Good evening, all from Nova Scotia. Hi, Caitlin. Becky, Big Brother fan, Reading, Berkshire. Nice. Jennifer from Mississippi. Thomas from Rendsburg, Germany. Awesome. Hello from Washington. Code Monkey. Hello from The Shadow, the Ventura Ideal Org. Allie, good evening. Or Al. Good evening from England.
It's Ollie.
Oh, it is. Okay. My contacts are a little blurry today. Christopher, hi from Los Feliz.
Los Feliz. That's in California, right near the Celebrity Center.
That's where Mary Sue Hubbard lived until she passed.
That's right.
In banishment. Grace Case, hello from Austin, Texas. First time making a live. Yay. Jack Shaw, howdy from Henderson, Nevada. Xenuite, good afternoon from Austin, Texas. Awesome. Hi, guys and gals from Reading, UK. Patrina. Manon, Netherlands. RL, finally catching a BFG live stream from here in Seattle. Awesome. Thanks for joining us. Chaotic Canuck. Hello from Canuck. Hello from Ontario, Canada. Rose, hello from the Willamette Valley.
Willamette.
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 Dave Miscavige, SP. Hi from Santa Barbara, California. Boom.
Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan.
Yeah, there you go. Joseph, hi from Speedway, Indiana.
Awesome. I was just
Good
in
job.
Indiana recently.
Yep.
Okay. So are we good? Can we talk about Davy?
Can we
Fake
talk
Navy
about
Davy?
one other thing first?
Oh, sure.
So we mentioned last week that we did another podcast on another channel, and we will post this on the community page. But part 1 is coming out tomorrow.
Monday.
Monday. Yes, tomorrow, Monday.
Tomorrow. We'll put a link to it on the community page, and it's good. It's good.
Yes.
You'll like it.
It'll be great. Definitely one of the longest we've ever done. So, if not the longest. Okay,
Yep.
What are we doing now?
Okay, so let's see if we can put us back. What did I do here? Oh my goodness, babe. There we go.
There we go.
There we go. Jeez, so many fancy things now. Trying to think why it goes dark on her for some reason like that. We'll never know. Okay. So yes, let's show Davey here. So this is David Miscavige. Oh man, I see that it's that one I wanted. This is a picture of him that Scientology released. And David Miscavige is chairman of the board Religious Technology Center, which is the highest organization in all of Scientology that controls everything. And David Miscavige is also the captain of the Sea Organization.
Yes.
Which he is also the leader of the Sea Organization.
Correct.
And he doesn't like people to know this.
Nope.
More recently.
Nope.
He doesn't like people to know that he's a captain in the Sea Organization, the fake Navy, the Scientology's fake Navy.
Mm-hmm.
They wear naval uniforms. They have naval ranks and ratings, berthing, chow hall, midnight rations, everything that Hubbard could steal from the Navy. He introduced that and made that part of the Sea Organization.
Yep.
And like I said, just so you know, it's not photoshopped. You can see those are the bars he has when he's wearing his whites, but when he wears his blues, he has a slightly different setup.
Mm-hmm.
But he still has the star, but because his lapel or whatever that is covers it, he puts it on the other side. I think. Let's see. Does he have it like that in the other one too? Maybe he does. Oh, that's an RTC thing. The one over there, that's the RTC.
Oh yeah, the RTC pen.
So maybe he just puts the star above that, and he puts the star on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's been commended by L. Ron Hubbard more than once, so he can rock as many stars as he wants.
Yep.
Anyway, and then because you guys already saw it, I messed it up, and I had it up there still from when I was laughing at it before we started. That is, I mean, our little fake Navy Davy doll. Don't forget, you got to get these on the spshop.com. These go to support the aftermath, helping people escape Scientology, get their feet back on the ground. And Clara.
Yeah, here, I'm going to pull this up. Clara says, I made the colors on the Davy Navy doll uniforms match as closely as I possibly could. LOL. Yes, Clara, you're amazing.
I mean, even the campaign bars are different colors. I mean,
Right.
that's some detail there, folks. Look at that. But you know what? The real fake Navy Davy, he doesn't have Velcro hands. I don't know if you know that, but this guy, see, look, little AMSR for you guys, little fake Navy grabbers. Those are his grabbers. So the real David Miscavige has doesn't have that. He can't grab onto things like that.
Yeah, he also doesn't have the decorative hat. So we took some artistic license with that,
Yeah,
right?
and that flare that this guy's got a good star collar. You see that little kind of elf thing he's rocking? I don't even know why they did it like that. Is that the way they are? Is that the way the Elf on the Shelves have something like that
Yep,
too?
they have that collar thingy.
Oh, so they have matching collars, him and the Elf on the Shelf?
Mm-hmm.
So that's another selling point, guys. Didn't even know it, but I'm a poet. And I'd love to show it right here.
When we first came out with these, we were joking because our kids, they really got into Elf on the Shelf,
Yes.
much to our chagrin. It was very stressful because the days that we would forget to move the elf, then like it was like, oh, he maybe he got touched by accident or the dog licked him and now he needs a cinnamon sugar bath to restore his magical powers.
Yeah, there's
all
all
this other
sorts
stuff.
of
So
there's
then
magic, a lot of magic surrounding
yeah,
these
but when we
elves.
came out with the Davy elves, we're like, maybe if they're misbehaving, the elf won't come back, but Davy will.
No, but I also think humans aren't supposed to touch the elves on the shelves because they have magic and you don't want them to lose their magic. If you
That's
touch
right.
them, they lose their magic. Davy has no magic.
No,
He has no magic.
no.
He's just his magic is creating smiles. That's what his magic is. And spreading happiness.
Mm-hmm.
But he is a mischievous little doll.
Yep.
Okay, should we tell some fake Navy Davy stories? We
Yeah.
should tell some David Miscavige stories.
Yes, let's do that.
Um, so I was there at the international headquarters from 1990 to 2005, and I went to a lot of meetings, but you probably went to a lot more meetings than I did.
Yeah.
But you were also not always at the international headquarters. Sometimes you were in Florida.
Yep.
And so you might have meetings with him there in Florida as well.
Yes.
So why don't you want to start with a meeting or what's a good story you want to start with?
So okay, the first one that comes to mind just chronologically.
Yeah.
Um so we were married in August 1992,
Yeah.
and we've talked about how many times over the years, the constantly off and on throughout those years that David Miscavige was pressuring us to divorce.
Yeah. Or he was just making fun of us that we were married
Right.
or making fun of you that
Yeah.
you were married to me.
Yes, that's right. Like the one
It's
time when
not
he
a
was
good
like,
wingman, if you ask me, man.
he's like, "Oh, you're still married to him?"
Yeah.
But the first one that comes to mind was New Year's of 1992. We were at
Yeah.
we would all go down to LA for the event, get bussed down there,
Yeah.
and then there would be a party afterwards at a hotel.
The Bonaventure.
Yes, that's right. And
Was it the Bonaventure? There was another one we used to
there
do
was
too.
another one. I don't remember
Park Plaza?
No, I don't know. It was
Biltmore.
like Biltmore. Yeah,
The
it was
Biltmore.
like downtown LA, like
Yeah.
really downtown LA.
Yes.
Like the
That's
kind of
right. I
downtown
totally
LA
forgot
that
about
people don't
this.
even go to.
I totally forgot about this.
Yes. Yeah. And so there were a few in the early days. It was at those events, at those hotels that staff were allowed to drink.
Yes.
So like there was a time that one staff member got completely drunk and was wandering around downtown LA lost.
Yes, that's right. And there was one guy, his name was Spike Bush, and he got drunk, and he was going a wrong way down a street in downtown LA, and he got pulled over by the cops. And the cop said, "Sir, didn't you see those arrows back there?" And he goes, "Arrows? I didn't even see the Indians." And the cop let him go. So turn around, sir. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Some people got a little lit up.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway,
so yeah,
so at that event, it was like protocol basically. It was expected that you would go up to David Miscavige and say, "Happy New Year, sir," and whatever you would
yes,
do. So we went, you and I went and did that. And he kind of looked at us both weird and he was like, "So you guys husband and brother and sister or husband and wife?" And we were
yeah,
like, "What?" And didn't even know that your sister was somebody completely different.
yes, he
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway, uh
because my sister also worked at the headquarters there,
yes.
and he knew who she was,
Yeah.
and we did have the same last name at that time.
Yeah.
Anyway, another good story was fast forward 1995, I want to say. Was it 95 or was it 94 or 93 when I got back from Denmark and all that other stuff?
That was 93, 94.
Yeah, let's say it's 94.
Yeah.
There's an event that somebody can easily look up and see what it is on the internet, but it was right before SeaWorld Day.
Mm-hmm.
It was probably August
Yep.
of 1994.
Yes.
And I had just gotten in big trouble with him in Florida,
Mm-hmm.
which is a whole bunch of other stories, but it's in my book. If you want to read those are long. Those aren't going to make it into a short video like this.
No.
Um, but me and this other guy got sent back from Florida for messing up a film showing that he was doing because we were basically playing it for somebody else before, and we had to turn off the subs in order to play it for them. And then when we played the actual film after he announced it, we forgot to punch the subs back in, so there was no low end on the soundtrack. And then he was really mad because he spent like 6 months fixing the low end of the movie soundtrack, and we couldn't hear any of that. Anyway, so we got sent back. It's called getting sent back to the base in a body bag. We basically got bagged up and escorted back to the property by security from Florida
Yep.
for messing up, not playing the subs.
Yeah. And so what did that look like? Did you actually have a security escort on the flight home?
No, they took us directly to the airport. They put us on the plane like a kid, and then somebody met us at the other end,
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, unaccompanied minors. It was that kind of drill, but for adults.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I mean, and in more severe cases, they do send people
yes, if
on
they
the
thought
plane
we
with
were
you.
going to escape, they would have sent somebody with us to
Yeah.
sit with us on the
But
plane.
both of you were married,
Yeah,
and
we were
both of
both
your
married.
wives were
Yes, but his
in,
wife worked for David Miscavige,
yes, that's right.
and my wife worked in. Well, at that time, you weren't in RTC
No,
yet.
I was in Golden Era Productions.
Anyway, so we get back. I'm in big trouble. He announces, he basically, what they call a base briefing. He tells the entire crew of the international base at an assembly where it's mandatory that every single person goes to that. And he basically told everybody I was a shit stick, and basically tells the story of how he screwed up his film opening and embarrassed him and embarrassed the Sea Org and embarrassed Golden Era Productions and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so the next day, it's Sea Org Day, which is the one day off you get as a Sea Org member.
Well, off.
Well, you got to play team
You got to do
games and
team
you got to do
games
stuff,
and
but you're not working.
Yes, correct.
But yes, you are in.
It's like the only day of the year that you don't have a battle plan.
But you have to participate in mandatory team games with everybody else that you work with all day, every day anyway.
Yeah, tug of war.
Yeah, like we haven't done
and
enough team activities over the 100 hours a week. Anyway, so we're sitting. So then they have an event, and if you're a good Sea Org member, you get the day off, you get to play, and all that stuff.
And you might even get promoted.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
the one
yes.
time of the year that you're, well, it's not the one time of the year, but it's the
One
usually
designated time of the
the
year.
designated time of year where you are allowed to submit basically a whole package proposal showing how you've been performing, you don't have nasty knowledge reports written on you, you're on schedule, you do your study, you're advancing your knowledge of Scientology,
Yeah.
your statistics are up, and you can submit to the OSB, right?
The Officer Selection Board.
Yeah, Officer Selection Board, to apply for a raise in rank. So
Yeah.
goes
And
Swamper, Petty Officer, first class, petty
Second
officer,
class,
second class, chief petty officer, midshipman, warrant officer, ensign.
lieutenant,
Yeah, that's right. Lieutenant,
junior grade.
yeah, lieutenant, junior grade, lieutenant, and then
It's a bunch of nonsense, guys. And there's not a lot of officers floating around, and the ones that are floating around, dingleberry brains. They don't deserve it. Nobody, it's all just a bunch of made up stuff. But if you're close to David Miscavige and you're getting stuff done, then you're going to get rank. You'll get promoted.
yes.
But you can also be easily demoted in an afternoon. He can say, you lose all rank. You're a swamper again.
Yeah.
And he did that to the entire property at one point.
Yeah.
He took demoted everyone blanket to the bottom in one briefing.
Yep.
Anyway, so I didn't get promoted. Spoiler alert. He does a roast on me the night before for the base briefing, and then the next day is Sea Org Day. People they do ceremonies and give out rings for people who've been in the Sea Org for 25 years or more. They used to give them the rings. Catherine said she had to pay for hers, and it was a pin or something like that, but she had to pay for it.
Yeah, and it wasn't a ring.
Yeah.
She was
The rings were
worked
getting too
25
expensive.
years to get a ring, and then they do a bait and switch, and now it's a pin that you have to pay for or something like that.
Anyway, Claire and I remember this like it was yesterday. Claire and I are sitting on these bleachers outside, and it's almost nighttime at this point. It's very dark,
Yeah.
late in the day.
And it's funny that you mention that because literally, like, you start talking about it, and I remember exactly where we were.
Yeah, right where those trees, that kind of parking area was, where they put the
Behind like
bleachers.
the the
Yep.
studio,
The gym.
yes,
Studio gym, yeah.
exactly.
Anyway, we're sitting there on the bleachers. Everybody's kind of left, and I don't get to party or have any fun at this thing. I have to go back to the galley and scrub the floors or something
Yeah,
like
and
that.
you had just gotten back. You were restricted to the property. I hadn't seen you in
Almost
months.
almost like a half a year or more, because I was in Denmark before I was in Florida.
Right. So I was just trying to see you just for a few minutes.
Yeah, so we were just sitting there on the bleachers, and he walks up, and I'm just like, oh man, here we go. And he walks up and he goes, rough week, huh? And I go, yeah. And he goes, even your guy tried to take himself out. And I'm like, my guy? And the day before, the lead singer of Depeche Mode had an OD or something like that, a drug overdose, or he tried to commit suicide or something like that. And he knew that. And that's where and he knew that I was a big Depeche Mode fan. And he's like, yeah, even your guy tried to take himself out. And I was like, my guy? What are you talking about? And then he says this, and I'm just like, dude, what is wrong with you, man?
That's what you're thinking. No,
Yeah,
what you said.
I didn't say anything. I was like, yeah, that happened too. And then he just laughed. He just walked off and was laughing.
But that was the time too that he looked.
He said, oh yeah, you're still.
and oh, you're still married to him.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, wow.
And then he left.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he's a fucking douche canoe. He's an
Yeah.
asshole. He does asshole-ish
Yeah,
things.
and factor in, this was 1995 before things started getting really, really bad. We've talked before about the first time you saw him physically abuse a staff member, the first time I saw him physically abuse a staff member. For me, it was 1996.
Yeah, for me it was in 1990.
Right.
Right, like a few months after I was there, he beat up Mark Fisher.
Yeah.
Peeling the Onion. On YouTube, Mark Fisher and Janice Grady.
Yeah, okay, you reminded me of another one. So this was another Sea Org Day, and now I was working in Religious Technology Center. And so David Miscavige would always keep a very close circle of only his most trusted confidants around him, which at that time included his wife, Shelley Miscavige, Larice Stukenbrock, Marty Rathbun, Greg Wilhare, those kind of characters. And other than that, he would vary less and less. He was becoming more and more isolated from the rest of the general staff.
Yeah.
And more paranoid that they were out to get him, right?
Yeah, every meeting if the water bottle had been cracked, he would just throw it and say, give me a new one that's not been opened, because I don't know what you guys are. He would tell us in the meeting.
Yeah.
I know you guys are going to poison me one day. It's not going to be today. And you
Yeah.
just get a new bottle of water and you just be like, dude,
Yeah.
we're not like, where do we get access to poison? Come on.
I mean,
We don't have access. If we had access, that'd be a whole nother thing. We don't have access to poison.
oh my goodness. Anyhow, so this was I remember it was either 1997 or 1998. But either way, it was one of the few times that like all the RTC staff after the Sea Org Day ceremony
Yeah.
went to the ship and we're just kind of mingling there with our
The ship is it's the clipper ship, the Star of California. It's a clipper ship that is built in the middle of the desert with masts and a deck, and there's a pool inside the deck and a whole thing. There is a clipper ship when you're driving through the desert. If you look off, if you're going east on Highway 79 through Gilman Hot Springs, you take a peek over to your left when you're driving through, and there's a clipper ship there.
mm-hmm. Yep.
And that's where that was RTC's and David Miscavige's sort of like personal space where they could hang out.
Yes.
Mostly David Miscavige, but also RTC would have small like events or org awards or something they would have at that part of the property.
Yes, exactly. So we were, told, oh, go to the ship for, I guess there was snacks. I don't remember there being food. I just remember the Martinellis because we weren't allowed to have champagne. So it was Martinellis.
They do a lot of Martinelli toasts in the Sea organization. You drink a lot of apple cider, sparkling apple
Yes.
cider in your Sea Org career to have all the events and everything.
Yes, exactly. Anyhow, David Miscavige was talking to Marty Rathbun, Greg Wilhare, Norman Starkey, and Larissa and Shelley were there too. And we were all in the uniforms having just come from the ceremony.
Yeah.
And he was going on and on about how Norman Starkey knew where the body bags were.
Yeah.
And which he didn't elaborate on that to say exactly what he was talking about.
Yeah.
But it absolutely confirmed my understanding that there were a select few people that knew deep, dark, dirty secrets,
About
whatever
Dave.
those were,
Yes.
about Dave. Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was very apparent over the years that he knew a lot about them in the past. David Miscavige knew the secrets of all the other executives, but they also gave off the vibe that they knew shit about him.
Yeah.
And that's a good point. I like that. That's a good story because that makes me think of this story,
Mhm.
which is we were in a meeting and with David Miscavige, and he said he was trying to dunk on Lyman in the meeting. And Lyman Spurlock he worked at Author Services with David Miscavige when David Miscavige was chairman of the board, Author Services.
Yes.
Which is like LRH's agent organization that collects royalties for everything that Scientology uses. Every time they sell a course, every time they sell a lecture, every time they sell anything that has L. Ron Hubbard on it, they have to pay a licensing fee or royalty to Author Services. And so David Miscavige was talking about how these scientists came to David Miscavige and Author Services and said, hey, we want you to invest in this project that we're doing that's going to make billions and billions of dollars. And David Miscavige said, okay, so Pete and Lyman, go meet with these guys and find out what it's all about. So Pete and Lyman meet with these scientists, and they're also treasure hunters. And they basically told they told Lyman and Pete that they've studied ocean currents and where treasures will have drifted or should have landed after and be located after so many years based on the records of when it crashed and where it crashed and all these other things. And they're going to go look in these spots. And if they find them, then they're going to be rich from digging up buried gold and all the treasures that were on these pirate ships or whatever, or merchant ships, whatever it is,
Yeah.
shipwrecks.
Yeah.
And Lyman and Pete are like, this is amazing. This is like a sure thing. These guys are going to do it. This is a solid thing. Anyway, David Miscavige had just lost $30 million of L. Ron Hubbard's money. in bad investments that he had done. I think it was mainly tied to fake oil wells in Oklahoma. Like they got sold wells that didn't exist
Mm-hmm.
or something, some sort of thing. But it was $30 million. Poof, gone. And so they need to come up with this money.
They purchased real estate rights for Mars and stuff like that.
Space cooties scammed him out of a bunch of do-re-mi. Anyway, I got space cootie noises. I don't know if you guys can hear the space cooties, but they're landing on our house right now.
Let us know if you can hear that.
Yeah,
Mark loves his sound effects.
Oh, might be some space cooties around here somewhere. Anyway,
somehow.
I hope they can hear that. It's going to look
Yeah.
really silly if we're reacting to the sounds and they can't even hear them.
Yeah. We'll have to look.
Okay, so he tells us, the story he tells us is that Lyman and Pete, this is Pete Blecka, he used to work for me, and after he was busted out of finance, he worked for me in Sets and Props. He's an amazing carpenter. Shout out to Pete, you're a good guy. Okay, the story he tells it is that Lyman and Pete thought it was a bad idea, and we didn't do it.
Yes.
Okay, and that's the
Which
end. And then no,
that's a David Miscavige trademark.
Yes.
It's always somebody else's
he
fault.
always overrides your good idea, and if it's a good idea, and then we don't do it, he said to do it, and you said not to do it, or you never had the idea, or whatever. Who knows? But if it was a bad idea, and he said, I think we should do this, and you said, no, this is not a good idea, and then you did it, and it turned out bad, he'd be like, yeah, Claire came up with the most horrible idea. And you're just like, what? It was your idea. Anyway, so we have the meeting. Lyman leaves. Lyman's now a big executive. He's like in finance director, or he worked in RTC, or whatever his post was.
Yeah. He was one of the people very, very involved in
the legal corporate sort out
and getting the IRS tax exempt status and all that. Oh, that's a bummer. People could not hear your sound effects.
Oh, they couldn't?
No.
Oh, well, sucks to suck.
It was fun for us. It's just a way to bring some
Let me see if
laughter into a dark subject.
I might end up messing up this whole setup.
I will say, speaking of treasure hunting or whatever, treasure and all that.
Yeah.
In Janice Grady's book, she covers the mission into time, where Hubbard remembered where he hidden treasure from previous lifetimes, and then they did a mission to go find those treasures.
Yeah.
And it was so funny that we recently learned L. Ron Hubbard is not the only cult leader that has done that exact same thing.
Yes. Yes.
Anyway, that's off topic. But
okay.
It just reminded me of
But the only reason I wanted to tell the story is because then after the meeting, I went back to Cine where I worked, and Pete was there.
Yes.
And I was like, hey, Pete, were you around in ASI around this time? And he goes, yeah. And I go, you know about these treasure hunter things? He goes, oh yeah, we so screwed up. We told Dave to do it, but he didn't want to do it. And I was like, wait a minute. He said you guys didn't want to do it. He goes, oh, no way. Lyman and I thought it was a sure thing. We 100% were like, we absolutely should put as much towards this as possible. And he was like, no, Dave was all worried because he had just lost that, but they got scammed. And so he was a little gun shy.
Mm-hmm.
And so they didn't do it. Anyway, the punchline is that there's a book, and it's called The Deep Blue Sea. And you can buy the book. And it's the story of how these scientists did this and how they came up with billions and billions of dollars worth of treasure. But in the book, it tells the story of them going to see Scientology and pitching it to them. It's in the book. Anyway, so that's like some serious, deep undercover stories.
Yeah.
So David Miscavige's lose 30 million and then doesn't end up getting billions in profit because they didn't invest with these guys. What's another story? Maybe another money related story that you know of, or
well, I was thinking of like I think I saw somebody ask in chat, like,
oh yeah,
what does David Miscavige do on the day-to-day like,
Oh,
what
like
does
what's
his
his daily
day look
schedule?
like? Yes, exactly. And
Sure.
I thought that we could talk about this because of the fact that his day illustrates how much he runs everything
Oh, 100%.
in Scientology. But yeah, so he's the only or one of the only members of the Sea organization that's not required to adhere to a schedule. He sets his own
Oh yeah, no,
schedule.
he is the only possible Sea Org member that just does whatever they want whenever they want.
Yes,
But of course he is.
of course, it goes without saying. But
He is the
so
boss. He's the boss of the fake Navy. So fake
yeah,
Navy Davy
so
gets to do whatever the fake Navy Davy wants.
right. So during the years that we were there, um, David Miscavige slept in one room. Shelley slept in a different room, and his one of his stewards would wake him up in the morning,
Yeah.
or usually around noon,
I
one
would say
o'clock.
noon is
Yeah,
usually when we started kind of,
so
or
not
after
technically the
lunch.
morning. Yep.
After lunch is usually when it'd be like, up, Dave's up. Somebody just got a call or something. Then like, up, be ready.
Yeah.
It's on.
Yeah, like he never came around in the mornings because
That
management.
was safe. That was a safe space.
Yeah.
9 to
It
noon.
was the only time that you weren't like didn't have to be on
If you need
edge
to get any
the
work done,
entire
do it
time.
then because the rest of the day you're going to be in meetings.
Yeah, exactly. So so yeah, he would and he would start with, coffee, breakfast, whatever uh in the Loa Villa, which is where he lived, and he would handle his morning traffic. Right? That's what it was referred to as, was traffic, and read the reports from Office of Special Affairs,
Daily
read
reports of all the legal threats, all
the
the
data
attacks.
pack. Yes, so any press that came out,
Oh, OSA
anything.
update.
Yes.
The OSA press update.
Yes.
They would have a pack sent to him from every single publication, magazine, anything in the world that if they mentioned Scientology, it had to be in this pack. Anything in the world
Yep.
was in this pack that went to him.
Yes.
And so if there was a story that got run in the AP Newswire, there might be 30 articles. It would just be every single one that went out in every single market and exactly what it said. And then sometimes there'd be a little cover note or a little summary from OSA on what's being done to deal with this. If it's
Yes.
particularly inflammable, like they're beating people, they're
Inflammatory,
doing
you
things.
mean?
What did I say?
Inflammable.
That's right. If it's inflammable,
That's even worse.
inflammatory, anything anti-Scientology
Yeah.
would be in the press update. And if there was something good, it was usually in the very, very back. And it would just be like, hey, Christmas Winter Wonderland is opened up and Scientology sponsored it. And yay for them. And there'd be like one or two of those, but almost all of it was bad.
Yes, completely. It was all N theta,
So that's
as it's referred to in
and that's got to
Scientology.
be on his desk when he gets up.
That's
It's
right.
got to be right there in the middle of the desk waiting for him. And then also there'd be if anybody escaped the property that day
Yep.
or the day before,
Yep.
and all the people that were on the perimeter list that were being watched that might try and escape from the property.
Yep.
The reason it was called the perimeter list is because if they breach the perimeter, they get on the perimeter list.
Yep. Exactly.
Oh, we got a super chat. Debbie, thank you for that.
Oh, thanks.
What's it saying?
Love you both. Love
Mark
Mark's personality. Yeah,
not
he's
too
special.
shabby. I'm good. Damn, I'm good. Just ask me, I'll tell you.
His favorite saying in the world. He says that at least 10 times.
Oh, she sent a super sticker too.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe she
Thanks,
didn't know
Debbie.
she sent the first one. She was
All
worried
right.
we didn't read it. She just doubled down. Thanks, Debbie. We appreciate
Yeah,
that. That's very
thank you.
generous of you. Yeah. So that's just the beginning of the day.
Just the start, yeah. And then oftentimes, like if there's specific projects he's running, he'll have a daily report from them. He'll have a daily report from Religious Technology Center. Very often he would have a daily report from the management executives.
He'd have a daily report from Golden Air Productions.
Yep, that's right.
He'd have one from the landlord office of all the properties and all the renovations and the ideal orgs that are being built.
Yep.
He'd have one from Flag on where they stood on all their different programs and building projects and anything that's happening there.
Yep. He would have daily reports from the Religious Technology Center rep representatives, like the ones at Flag, the ones from UK, the ones from Australia,
EU.
Europe. Yeah, exactly. So, like, piles and piles and piles of things to read up on.
And then he'd have one from CST
Yes.
on all of the preservation of the technology,
Yep.
the gold discs and the nickel plates and the titanium capsules.
Yep.
And then he'd also have one from author services.
Yep. And then if there were specific like legal situations or specific things that he had issued orders on to get, whatever, then he would have specific reports on those as well.
Yes, the International Association of
Yep.
Scientologists.
Yep. And then let's see. Uh then usually first up he would have calls with attorneys on legal matters and everything else before he started making the rounds for meetings. He would take care of those things next, and that would just be with like Marty Rathbun, sometimes Mike, Warren McShane, and Shelley and Larice. Nobody else got to see or attend those meetings, those calls with attorneys specifically. And then most often he would go meet with management executives on whatever the flap of the day was. Like if it's an upcoming event, that would become the theme of the.
Well, if there was an event coming up, we would usually be having meetings. The whole event executive structure would meet with him down in the cine conference rooms, the lodges, the lower lodges. And that's another video we should do. We should do the tour of the base, the drone footage.
Oh yeah,
and
we've
just
talked
talk
about that. Yeah, we keep forgetting. Yeah.
So we would meet there, and it would just that meeting could start like around 5 o'clock and go till midnight.
Yep.
And then the next day it would be like, well, why didn't you get anything done? It'd be like, we were with you the whole night, and we told everybody what we were supposed to do, and it was midnight. Everybody went home, and now it's morning.
Yeah, and sometimes those meetings would go until like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yes. Sometimes you'd literally get out of the meeting, you're like, there's no more buses, there's no more anything. Now somehow we have to figure out how we're going to get home, or we're just going to sleep under our desk until morning.
Yep.
Yeah. And then what else? What about how he would normally be up till like 3 or 4 in the morning every night? It wasn't like 10 o'clock, peace out, bitches. It would be like you would be in a meeting with him at 2:30, and then he's like, and he would always complain too. Like, now when I'm done with this, I've been meeting with you guys all day doing your jobs. When I'm done, I have to go and do my entire days of work that I was supposed to do for my job.
Yeah, and his office was always full with stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks of submissions, even down to like the replacing the carpet in the bathroom. Or
no, when they put those mops under those rubber mats under the urinals, so if somebody tinkled on the floor, it wouldn't show up on the floor. He had to order that and get a compliance report, and then say, "Good, very well done on buying some rubber mats and putting them under the urinals."
Yes, because anytime he issued an order, that was absolute priority that order had to get complied with, and a compliance report submitted to him to show him that his order had been done.
Yeah, like, so if he went into the urinals at 2 o'clock in the afternoon in the dining hall, and then Axel was the MCI sanitation engineer.
Yes.
Masker Canyon Inn. That's where it was our dining hall's name, because there was a masker in a canyon that was right near the inn that it used to be.
Yes.
So they called it MCI, Masker Canyon Inn. And this guy's mopping in the floors, and Dave walks in there to take a leak, and he goes, "You should really put some rubber mats under these." That's like, let's say that's like at 2:30. By dinner time, somebody has gone out, bought mats wherever you buy piss mats from for urinals. They've gone out and gotten those, put those in there. Axel has to write a compliance report. What was ordered?
Yeah,
what was done?
Don't forget, first he has to get the purchase order approved to.
Well, usually if Dave says you need to buy it, they
he's
just
buy it. He's
going
to pay for it out of his pocket, out of his $40 a week.
Yeah, to comply. So then he has to send a compliance report. What was done? No, what was ordered, what was done, and evidence. And almost always evidence is just a Polaroid.
Yep.
Here's a picture of a piss mat under a urinal. And then that goes to David Miscavige. And then David Miscavige is like, see, this kid gets what I want done. And it's like, really? He asked for a piss mat, not a goddamn 7,000 CDs in the next 2 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. I think we should do some questions.
Oh, you do? Huh?
Yeah. Because once again, folks, did you point this live to the Foundation Feed episode?
I didn't, but I can.
Okay, good. Yeah. So after this, in 15 minutes, Phil Jones and I will be doing Foundation Feed series number 8, talking about news and updates of the Michael J. Render Aftermath Foundation. We hope you will join us there. Mark is going to fix it so we will redirect automatically, which I appreciate the support, honey. Thank you.
Oh, I did do it.
There you go.
In my infinite wisdom, I already did it.
In your infinite wisdom. All right, so we'll do some questions, then we'll do a giveaway, and then we can do a couple last stories before we're out of time.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
I'm just going to put up a starred one here, and it's a question.
Okay, this is a genuine question. Do you think he is or has been on drugs? So many stories make him sound like he's on cocaine or steroids with all his energy and anger. Yeah, steroids wouldn't surprise me. Human growth hormone.
Well, he was definitely jamming that HGH nonstop.
Yeah, for sure. Alcohol is what I know for sure.
I think Macallan's or Macallan's, I think this.
I think so, yeah.
Tom DeVock would know. Tom DeVock would go up there and he'd be like, hey, have a drink. And then Tom would be like, okay.
Yeah.
And he would cheat. They played some game. I don't know the game. I've never played it. It's the one with the little beads that go around and has like the triangles. I don't know the name of it. Backgammon?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. Anyway, he would cheat. And if you didn't let him win, he'd get pissy.
Yeah. Yep.
But I don't know about the drugs, other than the HGH.
Yeah, for sure.
And there was a time period where he was doing a ton of working out, and he was trying to be Dr. Buffenheimer Smith. Because he was hanging out with Mr. Risky Business.
Buffenheimer Smith. I like that one.
Yeah, well, Mr. Risky Business is like ripping it up full time.
Yeah.
And Dave was like, hey, what's up with that? And then Tom's like, well, hey, Dr. Flabby Stabby, you gotta.
Yeah, David Miscavige's questionable friendship with Tom Cruise.
Bromance, please. Let's
was
not call
absolutely a huge element of Shelley Miscavige's disappearance.
Right.
It was.
She's like, dude, you went on the freaking honeymoon. What's up with that?
Yeah.
He went on Tom Cruise's honeymoon with Katie Holmes. David Miscavige went on the honeymoon.
Third wheel much?
On the honeymoon.
Oh my goodness.
It's gotta be. I mean, that's just...
No, I know. And like...
That's not normal in the regular world, much less in the Scientology world.
Nobody thinks that's normal.
Nobody is like,
not a single one.
Bro, I'm coming.
Yeah, that totally makes sense.
Of course I'm coming.
Yeah,
where's your wife?
Man.
Oh, man, screw her. Just me and you, man. I don't need my wife on this trip. They did bring Tommy Davis and Jessica Fesh back. Mm-hmm. They went too.
Yeah.
But they were like kind of being their assistants, I guess, or whatever they were
calling Tommy Davis was definitely being Tom Cruise's assistant.
Scientology assistant. Assisting
he was a member
in all
of the
things.
Sea organization, and he literally was his assistant.
You know what's also funny? If you just look up Tom Cruise, David Miscavige honeymoon, there's pictures. But there's a picture of Tommy Davis. He has, I think it's on this arm. He has a Sea Org symbol tattooed on his arm.
Oh, dude, I totally forgot about
Tommy
that.
Davis
yes,
does.
He does.
At least I have Depeche Mode.
Yeah,
okay.
I know, like,
but
wow, really?
the Sea Org?
He's actually
I don't
the
know
only
of
person.
any other person in
No,
the Sea Org who's ever had a Sea Org tattoo.
No.
And most people in the Sea Org, you don't get a tattoo after you join the Sea Org.
Okay, so here's the burning question.
Oh my goodness.
Do you think he still has it now that he's not in the
I
Sea
don't
Org
know.
anymore?
I don't know. That's a rough one. Would he have gotten it lasered? You could get him lasered off now. I think.
Yeah, I know. But still, that's a lot. Oh
that is
my
a lot.
gosh.
But yeah, David Miscavige went on Tom Cruise's honeymoon with Katie Holmes.
Yeah.
Guys, inappropriate. Okay.
Yep. Yep, completely. All right, let's do a few more questions. So we
Okay.
have 10 minutes left, basically.
Oh, here's another one.
Okay, Code Monkey. Fun aside, I know this episode is hard for you both. No one should forget David Miscavige verbally and physically abused you two. Yeah, for sure.
Well, yeah, that's why I say he's a douche nozzle. Why do you
Yeah.
think we're telling his
The
stories?
worst that he ever did
Thank
to
you for
me
that. Code Monkey.
personally
Is it Code
was,
Monkey?
yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
was
was.
Code Monkey. The worst he did to me personally was that it was more like absolute intended humiliation and degradation than actually like being punched or something.
Yeah.
But there was a time that myself, Warren McShane, who is the legal RTC guy,
Hmm.
Fleur Thomas, who is Larissa's sister,
Yeah.
um, and Antonella Teasy was there too, who she's now one of Shelley's dedicated handlers. So
Yeah.
it was us. So we were called up to the Upper Villa, which was where David Miscavige's office was at the time.
Yeah.
And he was just going off on us about I think it was during the time of the Lisa McPherson lawsuit pending and all of that. So he was
Yeah.
commonly flying off the handle. And he literally said to me, stand in front of me. And so I stood in front of him and he grabbed the back of my pants and made me just drag him across the room. And he's like, pull harder, pull harder. And I'm literally like, it's like horse and cart type thing. And
He was holding on to you, but he wanted you to walk
I
and
had
pull
to
him
drag
around.
him across the room. And he's like, this is what you guys are to me. You're my ball and chain. That was what he was trying to illustrate.
Yeah.
Anyway, like you said, douche canoe.
Yeah. Screw that guy. Okay. Oh, hey, we got another super sticker. Angel
Oh,
Cat.
thank you.
People are doing. Thank you for that, guys. We don't
Nice.
usually. I mean, we appreciate it.
Yeah, we do. We appreciate it.
Um.
We don't do memberships on this channel because we want anyone to just be open platform.
Yeah.
If you want to support our work, great. It's
Yeah, I don't even think we were thinking about. I was trying to like, what if we got a sponsor or something like that? That would help it. We could do more stuff.
Yep.
But then I was like, who are we gonna? We have to get like Delete Me or something like that get your information off the internet so Scientology can't get it. We have to do like one of those.
VPN or
I
something.
think we're gonna go for Mando or some deodorant or some kind of nonsense. We'll see.
Yeah, for sure.
But if somebody wants to sponsor the channel, yeah, feel free to contact us.
For sure.
We can't make any promises.
Yeah. No.
Should we do the
doubt.
remember we are gonna do did I have to take that one off? There
There
you
you go.
We do still have the fake Navy doll contest going, guys. So remember at the end of each month, we're gonna collect up all the photos. We've been getting tons of photos in from people.
We have. Thank you
take
to
a
everyone
photo.
who's been sending photos. So yes, we will.
Oh, look, I could be
leading
in both
up-
shots at
leading
the
up
same
to-
time. Look at that.
Oh.
Movie magic.
Oh my goodness.
We're going to pick some winners at the end of each month. You just send a picture with your funny Davy doll. And the prizes are you get to win a Mike Rinder or a
Honey,
Leah.
Clara just commented. She said, "I know this company called Mode. They could sponsor you."
Yeah, no, that's not happening.
Uh,
Okay. What else should we do?
Yeah.
Should we do a giveaway?
yeah, let's do a giveaway.
Okay.
And again, while we're doing this contest for September, we'll pick the winner at the next live we do in October. So we'll take submissions up until we do the draw, and then we'll start over again.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm doing it. Oh, I saw Shannon. Ooh, Shannon got 2 things. It dumped her in it. Ooh,
Ooh.
Code Monkey almost got it. Jean Gal
Jean Gal, congratulations.
or Jeannie Gal
Yep, there
or
you
Jeanne
go.
Gal
Jeanne Gal.
or whatever way you say it, which we don't know how.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yeah, send me an email, claire@blownforgood.com with your address, and you will be receiving a fake Navy Davy.
Fake Navy Davy to the rescue.
Yes.
Yeah, we're trying to get rid of these things, guys. I got too many of them. We got to get rid of them.
We've gotten rid of a ton.
We
but
have.
We have the rest to get rid of, and
We
then
got to get rid of all of them.
they're limited edition
Yeah,
item.
when they're
We're not
done,
gonna
they're
make
done.
any more.
We're not making any more after this. I'm getting out of the merch storage business.
And I'm getting out of the merch shipping business. I just
Yeah, realize every time you order one of these, I packed it, Claire shipped it. That's how it works. And yeah, we are anxious to move all these out, and so the aftermath can get those the support it needs, and then we can help people with it.
Yep.
Okay. Dalton wants one. I'll tell Dalton I'll bring him
good.
one. Tell
Yeah, there
Dalton
you
I'll
go.
bring him one.
We got you, Dalton.
Okay. Want to do last questions?
Oh, yeah, quick. We got 5 minutes left before I have to enter the portal and go.
Okay.
Okay, question. Why did LRH base the Sea Org on his pathetic Navy career? Yeah, I know. Good question. But actually my answer to that is he was getting in so much trouble with various different government agencies that, the bright idea that he had was, hey, if we're at sea in multiple different ports, then we will be able to evade said government agencies and said governmental oversight, and we will become Fabian, as is referred to, meaning could be anywhere at any time.
Not to be confused with Fabio, which is a totally separate thing. When we were when he did that, though, I think he had such a bad go of it in the Navy as a subordinate.
Yes.
That he was like, well, what if I'm the Commodore?
Right. Then you can do whatever you want. You can make it go your way.
I'm running
can rewrite history, which he's a huge fan of doing.
That's right. I'm running this whole flotilla now.
Yep.
Up there.
All right, folks. It's been real.
We'll been real.
See you next week. To those of us joining us shortly,
hold on. I gotta make you go away here.
All right, make me go away.
Poof! There you go. She's gone, just like that. They can hear you snickering though. Yeah. Don't forget, guys. Submit your photos for the fake Navy Davy contest. Go to this website, blowforgood.com//contact us, and you can submit the photo there. You can give us a little blurb or contact if you want us to know who you are. So if you win, we can send you a prize. And yeah, that's what's doing. Oh, I put the wrong thing up again. We got an empty chair there. Chair, the Claire chair. Let's see. Maybe we should, this is from Apostate Alex, maybe we should start sending him a daily SP report, updating him on the number of people who have left and increasing pressure from government officials. He's getting that report anyway. Osa's doing that. Yeah, no, we don't need to report anything up. We just do what we do and he'll find out. He'll get the memo. Oh yeah. Alex had these dolls in the UK and he brought them to his protest that they are doing at the St. Hill Manor, East Grinstead, Sussex. And they said that these caused alarm and distress. That's outrageous. Alarm and distress. This guy doesn't do anything except for bring whimsical happiness and smiles. Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous. What time is it? Where am I going here? Oh yeah, we got to wrap it up here. Thanks for joining, guys. Thanks for everybody who participated in the comments. And if you're watching this on the replay, let us know where you're watching from. We still want to know where you're watching from, even if you're watching this on the replay. And also, I know it says it in this end thing that I play every time, but there's not that many people doing it. There's about 50% of the people that watch this channel are not subscribed. So all you have to do is hit subscribe. It's free. It doesn't do anything, but it does help us get the message out to more people. So if you like, subscribe, comment, and if you want to be notified when we have these lives, just click the bell notification icon and it'll let you know that we're doing a live. And yeah, you can keep track of all the nonsense. We will do more David Miscavige stories, and we will do a tour of the international headquarters and tell you what all the different buildings are and who works in them and what goes on in them and all that good stuff. And if you think there's a particular drone video of the base that's better or would be more fun to narrate or do a walkthrough of, let us know. Bleep it, bloop it down in the comments. And yeah, all that good stuff. We'll see you guys over at the Foundation feed. Thank you very much. Until next. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to help support the channel, feel free to check out the merch store link in the description. We have Hail Xenu, Xenu is my homeboy, and BFG branded mouse pads, shirts, mugs, all sorts of other stuff in there that helps us to bring you new content on a regular basis. You can also pick up a copy of my book, Blown for Good, Behind the Iron Curtain of Scientology, in hardback, Kindle, and Audible versions as well. There's also a link to our podcast, and you can get that on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you'd like to watch another video, you could click on this link right here, or you could click on this one here, or you can click on the subscribe button right here. Thanks a lot. Until next time.